It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To throw, it's Carr. Tagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Harris. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Hurricanes are on the move. They'll test the right side. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Off to the races to the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. in the end zone. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Find some fresh air. He's loose. The tag. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Quarterback empties his backfield. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Looking for a huge play.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the RPO, complete. At the 45, on his way. Lots of room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the
He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like...
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Bowling Green. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Moves away as he feels pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! He got a step and just dusted the field.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too. Just prove...
There he goes to the left. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Canes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. zone has it. Picks up the first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
38, Michigan, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to... He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got his man on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Extending the play. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Little.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a crease. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The inside handoff. At the 35, he's open. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Got a man. It's Marsh. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Easy. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Now on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Could Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome. We'll see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The lone back's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Canes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Unloads quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
The give to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot, and he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quickly.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.